All right, guys, we're finishing 1.3 today, locating points and midpoints. Today you're going to look at points that are fractional distances. So you can also find points that are other fractional distances from an endpoint of a segment. So if you look at our example here, find the x on AB, so line segment AB, that is 1/3 of the distance from A to B. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to find the distance from A to B. And remember, that's the absolute value of x2 minus x1. So 5 minus -4, which becomes 5 plus 4, right? Because a negative minus a negative is a positive. 5 plus 4 is 9. And then you're just going to multiply that by the fractional distance, 1/3. So 9 times 1/3 is 3. And then you're just going to take that 3 and you're going to add 3 from the A term. So 1, 2, 3. And that is -1. So that's how you do it on a number line. On a Cartesian plane, it's a little bit different. First thing you're going to do is you have CD here. We're going to locate point Y. That is 1/4 the distance. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to locate these points. So this is -4, comma, let me put it on this, on the marker. So -4, comma, -2 is my C, and D is 4, comma, 2. That's a comma 2. All right. So we're going to deal with the X components, and then we're going to deal with the Y coordinates individually. So my distance between the X coordinates is -4, or x2 minus x1. So that's 4 minus -4 inside the absolute value, which is 8. And then what we're going to do is we want to go 1/4 of the distance, so we multiply it by that fraction. 8 times 1/4 is 2. So I add that to the C component. So -4 plus 2 is -2. So right here, it's going to be this point right there. But to get our Y coordinate, we're just going to plug it in here. We're going to do our Y2 minus Y1 in the absolute value. So 2 minus -2 becomes 2 plus 2, which is 4. Absolute value of 4 is 4. 4 times 1/4 is 1. And then we're going to add that to the X coordinate. So -2 plus 1 is actually -1. So right there, our point is -2, -1. So let's go ahead and do the work together. If you're not watching the video, you're not going to get the answer here. You're going to have to do it on your own and figure it out. But if you are one of the ones that are watching the video, congratulations, because I'm helping you out here. So ST, from S to T, so we're trying to find where is the point X that is 1/5 of the distance from S to T. So the first thing I want to do is I want to find the distance of ST. So ST equals x2, which is 3, minus x1, which is -7. So 3 minus 7, minus -7. In absolute value, well, that becomes plus. So I get 3 plus 7, which is 10. And the absolute value of 10 is 10. All right. So now I want 1/5 of that. So I'm going to do 1/5 times 10, which is 2. So I'm going to add 2 from my S. So -7. So big X equals -7 plus 2, which is -5. And that's my answer. Where I could have went here and counted 1, 2, -5. Now I'm going to do the coordinate with you guys. So I'm going to do this in a different color. So first thing I want to do is I want to label these points. So this is -2, negative 5. So g is negative 2, negative 5. And h is 4, 4. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to work with my x-coordinates. We noticed that we want 2/3 of the distance. So 2/3 is going to be our fraction that we're multiplying by. So let's do our x's first. So it's going to be x2 minus x1 in the absolute value. So x2 is 4 minus x1 is negative 2. So that becomes plus. So 4 plus 2 is 6. Absolute value of 6 is 6. And then I'm going to do 2/3 times that because I want 2/3 of the distance. So I'm going to do 2/3 times 6, which equals, and I like to do this, 6 divided by 3 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. So my x-coordinate for y is going to be negative 2. So I'll put this here. X-coordinate is going to be negative 2 plus 4, which gives me positive 2. So that's for my x-coordinate. Now let's do my y-coordinate. So y is going to equal y2 minus y1 in the absolute value. And y2 is 4 minus y1 is negative 5. So negative 5. And 4 minus negative 5, that becomes plus. 4 plus 5 is 9. So absolute value of 9, which equals 9. And again, I'm doing 2/3. So I'm going to do 2/3 times 9. And again, I'm going to do 9 divided by 3, which is 3. So that becomes 3, and that cancels out and becomes a 1. 3 times 2 is 6. So in my y, I'm going to add 6 to my y-coordinate of y1. So negative 5 plus 6, which is 1. So that means that my coordinate for y, big Y, my point y, is 2, 1. And that's my answer. And if I were to go over here, 2, 1, it falls right on that line. And it's about 2/3 of the way. So that's how you do these. I just gave you your answers for today's assignment. Hopefully you paid attention. Have a good one. Bye.